Welcome back. It is Friday, December 8th in the NBA. My 5 favorite picks are on the way. Let's recap yesterday. A winning day for us, a 3-2 day. Let's talk about it. In the second game, we had LeBron James over 35.5 points plus assists. One of the only overs that hit in that game because it was a massive blowout, large in part due to LeBron taking over. He cashed that easily. Day 2 of the ladder challenge cashed, and so did our Halliburton and Damian Lillard same game parlay. Our losers, like I said, not a lot of overs hit, so that Ingram and McCollum same game parlay stood no chance. And then the Giannis over 50.5 PRAs should have hit. Should have just taken his points or his points plus rebounds. He ended 2 points, rebounds, and assists short. He really didn't do anything in the fourth quarter as the Bucks obviously lost that game. I'm excited to go to Vegas and watch the Pacers and Lakers battle it out for the in-season tournament. We'll be at that game on Saturday. And a reminder, we will have the ladder challenge day 3 live a little bit later on today, so stay tuned for that. And we might have an added play today, so stay tuned for that. We don't add a ton of plays, but a couple games I did like, but I don't have lines for a couple different guys. So check the pinned comment. As always, if I do add a play, likely be later on this afternoon because I've got a lot of work to get done. But either way, I got 2 last notes before we dive in. Sleeper, we always talk about them, but they have upped their offer until Christmas time, December 25th. Right now, if you use our code COS or the top link in description, you get a 100% deposit match up to $500. Yeah, you heard that right. $500. That's ridiculous. That's a great deposit match offer. So if you've been pondering, hey, should I sign up for Sleeper? This is a great deposit match offer to sign up for. So they'll match your first deposit up to $500. And I have a parlay at the end of this video on Sleeper. If it hits, we're giving away $200, $100 to 2 random people. All you got to do is make sure you hit that subscribe button so you got a chance. We're trying to push to 200K subscribers. So do us a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. My last note, if you are in Colorado, listen up. You guys have a great new sportsbook. It is ClutchBet. I might not have never heard of them, but you got a great offer right now. You can claim up to $1,000 in bonus bets, plus a 50% deposit match if you're going to bet on some football. So take advantage of that promo code down below in the description. Also the link down below. If you're in Colorado, definitely consider signing up for ClutchBet. Maybe test them out, see if you like it. If you don't like them, just withdraw your money or whatnot. But either way, let's dive into the picks today. We got 5 of them. Let's dive into the first one. It's going to be a guy that is on the thumbnail, a guy you probably know of. His name's Stephen Curry. I like his over 36.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists, minus 122 on FanDuel. Personally, I'd play this for 1 unit up to 38.5. Most books were sitting at 37.5. FanDuel was laying us at 36.5, which I hopped on, but 38.5. I mean, realistically, I think Curry honestly is going to go off tonight, and I think he gets above 40 PRAs. Steph has always torched the Thunder. It just feels like this is the matchup he wakes up for, and I expect today to be no different. And when I say he's always torched him, just look at his last 6 games versus OKC. He's at 37, 58, 53, 45, 45, and 35 PRAs. So he's gone over 45 plus PRAs in 4 of those 5 games. His 2 misses, if you will. One he still went over on the hook. One game he shot only 12 times. The other one he shot 38% for the field. Obviously, if Steph Curry does not knock down his shots, it's going to be very difficult for him to hit this over. But I just imagine this is a great spot for him to, have to carry his team offensively. We've seen actually this season, Steph is shooting a little bit better on the road. 4.2% better from the field, 7% better from 3. A guy like Steph and these superstars like Stephen Curry, like the LeBron James of the world, Luka Doncic, when they get their team and they're on the road, sometimes the role players just don't show up, and it leads to them having to be a little bit more aggressive. They'll do whatever their team needs to get the win, and I imagine sees Curry having to be a little bit more aggressive, as I don't see his role players showing up. Draymond sure as hell ain't scoring 10 points. You can take that to the bank, but I ain't taking this under. I just know it's just not going to happen. But still, Steph has been locked into 35-ish minutes per game, 15 to 20 field goal attempts, and this feels like a higher scoring game too. So I would like Steph. They're underdogs. They have no concern for his minutes because they don't play until Tuesday, which is the case for a lot of teams today, as there's only one game tomorrow, and then there's no NBA games on Sunday. So I really do think Steph's going to step up. I think he has a massive day. We'll take his over 36.5 PRAs. Need an individual line. I like his points, but also like his rebounds too. Guards have been doing pretty well rebounding the ball against the Thunder. Now, my second play is going to be a guy that we all love here, and while it did cost us a little money in his last time we took him, I won't blame him at all. It's Alperen Sengun over 26.5 points plus assists, minus 113 on FanDuel. I would play this at 27.5 if you want to take a Sengun 20 points and 4 assists, same game parlay. I like that as well. And look, it wasn't Sengun's fault that he cost us some money last time. I mean, could he have grabbed 7 rebounds? Yes, but we overcomplicated it. And this one's not overcomplicating it. We need points and assists from Sengun, something he's really good at getting. Now, you look at his last 11 games, he's averaged 22.7 points per game and 5 assists per game, good for 27.7 points plus assists. He has ended with 27 or more in 8 of 11 games. He has had 2 misses with 26 on the dot, so he has missed on the hook twice, but this is a guy that's averaging 17.5 field goal attempts during that time span. He's been really aggressive for this team, and Look, Şengün's is not a guy that's going to be shooting a ton of threes. You might shoot a couple here and there, but mostly he's going to be attacking the paint, which is a great spot to do against Nikola Jokic, a guy that really isn't the best, rim protector. He is a good paint protector. He'll try to keep you out of the paint, but if you get in there, you're probably going to have some good success. And look, Jokic and Şengün have already matched up 3 times this season. These teams are going to play like 5 times, which is crazy, but this is just a great matchup that Şengün, who's already talked about in press conferences before, he looks up to Nikola Jokic. He's like his idol. You see some similarities in their games. Heck, a lot of similarities in their games. And we've seen in Şengün's last 4 games, first Jokic, 3 of them being this season. He's at 27, 28, 29, and 26 points plus assists, going over in 3 of 4. The one game he didn't go over was a game he only played 28 minutes. That was a game they were on a back-to-back. He shot 18 times in each game this season against the Nuggets, and I think they need him out there for his size. Like I said, only 28 minutes in their last matchup was a back-to-back. They played Jock Landale, I believe, 14 minutes. He is now out, and he's their backup center. So I think we see Şengün out there a ton to match Jokic's minutes. Heck, the last time Landale was out and Şengün was out there, he played 43 minutes to match up with Jokic. So I really like Şengün tonight. I think he has a big night. We'll keep riding with him. Is over 26.5 points plus assists. Now, my third play is going to be a guy that I imagine a lot of people won't like betting on him, and I really like this matchup for him today, and it's now or never for this guy. It's Tobias Harris of the Philadelphia 76ers, over 21.5 points plus rebounds, minus 115 on DraftKings. Now, I was looking hard at his PRA line. I think it was about 24.5. I don't mind that. However, I just don't really want to count on Tobias Harris to get me at least 4 assists. Heck, he could get 3, he could get 4 maybe, but realistically, he's going to have to score a lot of points and get some rebounds today, both of which I like his matchup to do just that. And I would play this at 22.5 if you want to. However, if you want to look at his PRA line, just make sure the difference. They sometimes, when I give out picks, sometimes they move up the line I'm taking, but they don't move up all the other lines as quickly. So definitely check that out. But I really like Tobias Harris today. Let's talk with him. So far this season, you look at him, he's had 17.4 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, 23.5 points plus rebounds. Now, at home, we've seen those numbers bump up to 25.3 points plus rebounds. So pretty good at home where they are today. However, Tobias Harris has stunk. He's under in 6 straight games. Now, 2 of those misses did come on the hook. He ended with 21. Can't do anything there. 5 of those games were on the road too, and one of them was just a home blowout win over the Lakers. Like a lot of, bad schedule breaks here, give or take. I mean, a lot of things have just gone wrong for Tobias Harris in these last couple of games, and I think he bounces back here today. You look at still on the season. Tobias Harris is over this line in 12 of 20 games. Not too bad of a hit rate. He's just had a tough schedule recently, and he just has struggled a little bit, likely due to it being not the best schedule these past couple days against very tough defenses. Well, today, he gets a perfect matchup against the Atlanta Hawks, one of the teams in the NBA that does not play a ton of defense. And we've seen over the last 7 games, the Hawks allowing the 6th most points per game and the most rebounds per game to opposing power forwards. Jalen Johnson, really good young player. He's out for a few more weeks, I believe, and he was a really good anchor to that power forward position. Now they don't really have a solution there. They're trying to start Sadiq Bey. That's not working. And we've seen Tobias, regardless of who's out there, he has dominated the last 3 games versus Atlanta. He's at 27, 34, and 29 or 39 points plus rebounds. The last 2 games against Atlanta, he's at this over in just points alone. I don't love this matchup for Maxey. If you watch the Hawks, what they do is when you set a screen, like let's say Embiid sets a screen on Maxey's man, they are consistently doubling the ball handler, which would be Maxey in this case, and they're leaving not only the center, Joel Embiid, potentially open, but also the guys on the wing. I think Tobias Harris gets tons of open looks tonight. Just comes down if he knocks him down. I think he bounces back after a couple bad games. Returning back home after a 3-game road trip, I really like Tobias today. You take your power forwards against the Hawks. Tobias Harris, hurt me good, man. I'm taking you over 21.5 points plus rebounds. If you need an individual line, points is probably the one I would go with. Now, my 4th play of the day will be another player prop. We will talk about this fella, Julius Randle, over 29.5 points plus rebounds, minus 120 on Bet365. Now, I do apologize. I do have a bunch of combo stats. They have a lot of points, rebounds, PRAs, points plus assist props, but sometimes I like taking that because you have a couple more pathways to victory, because there is realistic possibility Randle could score 18 points tonight, but grab like 13, 14 rebounds. He's done that before. Now, I would play this at 30.5. I did look at his PRA line. Now, his PRA line when I was about to record the video, 35.5. I looked at the points rebounds line at 29.5. I mean, look, Randle can go out there and get 7, 8, 9 assists. He can. I just don't love this matchup for assists against the Celtics, which is why I'm just doing points plus rebounds. I know people will be on his PRA line, which I think is a good bet, but I think points plus rebounds is a little bit safer for Randle because I can't count on his teammates making shots. I know I'm a Knicks fan. Can't count on them to knock down shots on the road. I'd rather Randle, a guy that I know will be aggressive, regardless of if he starts 0 for 10 from the field, which Could happen. But let's talk about Randall, who after a slow start to the season, when people were making fun of him, saying he's shooting tour dates out there, where it went under in the first 6 games, he's been pretty good. He's now over this line in 10 of his last 14, including 5 straight games, and he's averaged 24.8 points per game, 9.7 rebounds per game, good for 35.3 points plus rebounds over these last 14 games. He's kind of gotten back to what we saw last year when Randall was really good. Now, obviously, we can't control if Randall goes out there and shoots 3 for 17. It could happen. It happened a lot early in the season. He's been better as of late. That game against the Bucks, he was scorched earth, could not miss. Well, I doubt that happens for us tonight. He's still coming into here with some good momentum, and I like him to continue that against the Celtics, a team that he's had really good success against. Now, obviously, the Celtics now have Drew Holiday, so Jalen Brunson's going to have a tough spot tonight going up against Drew Holiday and Derek White. So I think they're going to lean on Randall, a guy that can use his size, especially if he's being guarded by maybe Jason Tatum, or if they guard him with Jaylen Brown. He can use his size there, and Randall's used his size and dominated this matchup. His last 14 games against the Celtics, he's averaged 24.1 points per game and 8.9 rebounds per game, good for 33 points plus rebounds. Very similar to what he's averaged in just his last 14 games in general. He has recorded 25, 25, 27. I'm not reading all those numbers. Moral of the story, he's gone over this line in 10 of 14 against this team. So I really do like this track record against them. We've seen in his 3 games against them already this season, 22, 22, and 19 field goal attempts. So he's shooting a ton, and I really think he's going to continue to fire up the ball. We know Randall, he's not afraid of shooting the ball. We know Tom Thibodeau, he's not afraid of running his guys into the ground. So Randall should play a ton of minutes, and when you look at this, I like him to score points, but I also really like this matchup for rebounds. Kristaps Porzingis, probable tonight. He has obviously missed the last week or so, but with Kristaps returning, you're going to take Mitchell Robinson, their starting center, out of the paint, and you're going to see Kristaps firing away from 3. Porzingis, or Mitch Robinson, has to contest those shots, and we've seen in Randall's last 7 games versus Porzingis, he's at 10, 17, 16, 15, 2, 11, and 9 rebounds. So a very high floor for rebounds. A 17, 16, or 15 type rebounding game here, we probably cash this pretty easily. Now you could say Austin, he only had 2 rebounds in one game, like 46 points in that game. He was not trying to grab rebounds, using all of his energy on the offensive side. So look, I really like this spot for Randall to get back to dominating. He's been really good lately. I'll take his over 29.5 points plus rebounds. I think the line closes at 30.5. I'm cool with it there. I think Randall's the big night. We know he can hit that over in just points alone, but also Randall's capable of getting 18 and 12 any given night. I really like this spot, given the rebounding potential, also the point potential in this game on the road in Boston. He'll have to show up, or else the Knicks probably get smoked. My 5th and final play of the day, a reminder, I might add a play, so check the pinned comment if I do add one. And also in the pinned comment, you will see the YouTube short for this one. It is day 3 of the ladder challenge. Our first 2 days have been pretty easy. Let's hopefully have a great slate and hopefully dominate in this day 3 matchup. I really like the slate we got today. I got some good legs that I'm considering, and obviously it'll be posted later on today. I'm going to go work on it after this video is live, so I'll say probably by 11 a.m. Eastern, you'll see it. But as always, we're rolling over our winnings, so we're now up to $40 off our $10 initial wager, but I always recommend putting 1 unit on each of them, regardless of the rollover amount. 1 unit, whatever that is for you. I recommend doing that because we've been pretty profitable on them this season if you're doing it just like that. But let's have a wonderful day. I will see you guys back again in the next one. Those are 5 plays. Those are 5 winners. We will have some NFL videos live later on today. We've been scorching hot in the NFL, 2-0 last night. Let's continue that momentum today. You guys have a wonderful Friday, and I will see some of you. If you want to meet me in Vegas, definitely let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. It's Austin. I'm signing out. Check the pinned comment for added plays, and also check it for the YouTube short when we do release day 3 of the ladder challenge. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.